Hey, Mrparka here to review the newest one from Artsploitation Films, and this is Toad Road. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this, actually. I heard that it looked very interesting. I checked out the trailer, and it looked very different, very interesting. So I put it in, and you know what? It kind of reminds me of a few different genres of movies. It definitely reminds me of something like Kids, just a little bit. Maybe even the movie Bellflower. But it all feels like it's playing to the tune of an Adam Wingard movie, kind of like his shorts that were very creepy and would actually get you chills in a kind of psychedelic, weird way. Toad Road basically follows the story of a group of friends who are big into drugs. The main guy seems like he's on a collision course, and he kind of is trying to turn his life around a little bit. He's dating a girl who is not into drugs, good girl, good school grades, things like that, and she gets interested in the drugs, and this kind of pulls at him a little bit. It bothers him. He's not really sure how to feel about it. He definitely doesn't want her doing the drugs and things like that, and they're kind of separating the same way, separating in the relationship. What happens is most of this movie is actually build up to the last about 15-20 minutes or so, and it's more so just like kind of red herrings a little bit, foreshadowing, things like that, and character development, and you kind of see where this thing might be going. There's also some narration by the female in here, which is really great, talking about the place that they end up going, which is Toad Road.
There are 7 gates that lead to hell. When you pass through the first gate, the feeling washes over you that you're completely unwanted. Those things around you that are pulling at you want to rip you to shreds, but you can't see them. You can only feel them tugging away. It's hopeless. When you pass through the second gate of hell, you start to hear things. The wind isn't the wind, the leaves aren't the leaves, and the ground start to spit out little voices. It's the voices of your mother or your father telling you how you've disappointed them. As much as it should hurt to hear that, you already knew it.
And Toad Road is this, as they say in the trailer and in the film, it's an old urban legend of this town. And there's 7 gates supposedly, and each gate creates a more psychedelic journey into hell. And she wants to take acid and see what happens. So she ends up luring him out there, and that's when the finale of the movie kind of happens, if you will. But it doesn't necessarily end there. It ends with a little bit more exposition at the end of kind of what happens. And you're pretty sure can figure out what happened or something like that happened, or you develop your own opinions exactly. But I thought that it was well acted. I thought that there was a lot of kind of humor between friends in there at points, a lot of immaturity, but I thought that it was well acted because I believed that they were actually friends, and it seemed like a close knit of people that actually knew each other, as well as I think that the score in here is really good. It's kind of almost subtle at points, but gets loud. It's like an type deal where it's very emotional and kind of puts you in a trance-like state, which works perfect for this movie with all the drug use and whatnot. And at the end, there's a scene in the movie. I was watching it right before I went to sleep, and it was really late, and I was sitting there. And there's a scene towards the very, very end of the movie where there's this crazy visual, and it comes out of nowhere, and I literally was like, "Oh my, whoa!" I was like, "I might have to turn this off and watch the rest tomorrow." But typically, I had a bad feeling that I was going to have nightmares or something like that. I fortunately did not, but it's not very often that a movie will make me think that I might have nightmares from it. I think this is a really cool movie, and I think a lot of people enjoy it. I think a lot of people will dislike it at the same time because they'll be thinking, this doesn't really have that many horror elements, but, it's kind of like a slice of life impending doom thing, and then it just happens. I would recommend this. Like I said, I enjoyed it. There's no really... it's not like necessarily extreme cinema. It's just I don't really care. We're going to do what we do, and there's male nudity and things like that, and that's not something typically you see in movies. But I really enjoyed it, and it does feel like kind of like the shorts from Adam Wingard that were like... I'm trying to think of a couple of them. The one with the CD and stuff like that makes you trip out and sometimes disappear. I really liked it, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it as well. Cage Void, I'm looking at you. This one's definitely right up your alley. And I really think that this movie will do very well, and if it finds its niche audience, and I think it should with this label. This label's been putting out a lot of good things. There's a lot of good bonus features in here as well, deleted scenes, behind the scenes, stuff like that. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. Probably one of my favorites of the year because it's not like something I have seen all the time, over and over again. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
What are y'all doing?
This is called acid.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
How big should we cut them?
You put the scissors out, I'll tell you when. Yeah, it looks alright.
Dirty ass.
You? Just grab the tweezers. That's gross. I'm not doing that to you.
Sure, you don't want any? Alright.